Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, we've got stocks being bid higher. We've got the Dow up nearly 200 points. The market is being led higher by the NASDAQ, up nearly 1% in the pre-market. Looking at commodities, it's fairly quiet out there. Both gold and crude oil are trading right around fair value. Now, a couple of stocks in the news this morning. Carvana coming in on a buy signal is popping, trading up over $115 at the moment. So if you had an order in at 100 or 112.50, those orders are going to get filled at the open on Thursday morning. Going in the other direction is Fastly. Fastly is coming in and looking like dead money for a while now, and it's trading below our projected trading range. It's trading down at 863 at the moment, and the bottom of our projected trading range was 938. So a very, very, very broken stock. Now, yesterday was the Fed meeting, and of course we expect a volatility expansion after the Fed meeting happens. Don't know why we had that on Tuesday. That doesn't usually happen, but this is an intraday chart of yesterday's trading action, and you've always heard me say volatility expansion starts after 2 p.m. and after 2 p.m., after the announcement comes out, things start to move up. When he starts speaking is when the market really starts to shoot up. If we had a closed up there, that would have eaten up most of the previous day's losses, but that's not what happened. The market rolled over and came right back down to where it started. Typically the first move off of the Fed meeting announcement is not the real move. The market often reverses. So next time around, we may see a huge sell-off after he starts speaking and then a rally after that. So I don't try to trade these, but that's volatility expansion. That's what happened. That's what we expected to happen. And here we are. The Dow did not close below the previous day's low, but the S&P 500 did, the NASDAQ 100, the equal-weighted NASDAQ, the next-generation NASDAQ stocks, they all closed below the previous day's low, and we've got a lot of new sell signals. Looking at the iShares for the TSX 60, we actually closed up a penny on the day after breaking down below the previous day's low. Now, what didn't work? Well, what worked on Tuesday didn't work on Wednesday, with a big reversal in the marijuana stocks on both sides of the border. That was kind of expected. Then looking at the next biggest loser was semiconductors, down nearly 3% on the day, back on a sell signal, followed by energy stocks, which sold off on both sides of the border. Now, Bitcoin made a new low yesterday, while Ethereum actually closed slightly higher on the day after making a new low and trading below the previous day's low. So still looking pretty weak for the cryptocurrencies. Next up, let's take a look at the most actively traded stocks from New York, starting off with NEO, which was up nearly 12% on the day. Then we've got New York Community Bank Corp, up nearly 30%, not something I would want to get anywhere near. Then looking at Tilray, big pullback yesterday from Tuesday's big up move, and ran up to the top of the open gap and then pulled back. Amazon, a wild day for Amazon yesterday, still on a sell signal, no change there. Second day of a pullback for Tesla, trading up to the flypaper channel and getting stuck. Then looking at Pfizer, huge update for Pfizer yesterday. Not something I would chase. Pfizer's trading up to the flypaper channel once again, and I wouldn't expect it to get any further than that at the moment. Now, here's a big disappointment for me. Advanced Micro Devices rolling over yesterday and trading and closing below the lower channel line, so no joy there. SoFi, no change in trend on Wednesday. Then looking at Starbucks. Starbucks fell out of the sky yesterday. It was down over 15% on the day. That is rather unfortunate. Then looking at CVS, a big drop for CVS, already on a sell signal, no change in trend. No change in trend for Intel, making a new low on Wednesday. Next up, let's take a look at the TSX most actives from Wednesday's trading action, starting off with Manulife. Manulife is back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close, joining Weed, already on a buy signal. Now, Weed was one of the few marijuana stocks on buy signals coming into Tuesday's trading action, and so if you had orders in at our price targets, congratulations, you got a bunch of orders filled on Wednesday, and now the market's starting to pull back. So you just have a partial position left, and you can just hold on to that until you get kicked out, and you're not getting kicked out on Thursday morning. Calibre Mines made a new high for this move on Wednesday. Then a lot of the energy stocks are rolling over or have already rolled over. And so looking at Suncor, second day of a sell signal for Suncor. Big down day for Baytech yesterday. Now, we talked about the fact that this continuation trade here was a high risk trade. I thought a lot of stocks would probably go back up and retest the high, but that's not what happened. And so here we are coming down hard. Second day of a sell signal for Cenovus. Then looking at Enbridge, still on a buy signal here, still closing above the upper channel line. Royal Bank on a sell signal right now, moving up yesterday. A close above $135.17 would give us a new buy signal for the Royal Bank. Looking at Tilray came down hard yesterday. Remember, it ran up, filled the open gap on Tuesday, and now has started to pull back. Then looking at ARC, we are on our second day of a sell signal. No change in trend there. No change in trend for the TD Bank. It's still on a buy signal here, still closing above the upper channel line. Then looking at Crescent Point, we're back on a sell signal as of Wednesday's close. And our last chart this morning is the VIX. The VIX is still on a sell signal, so options traders are still optimistic about the future. So there is certainly a discrepancy between options traders and stock traders at the moment. We'll have to see how that works out over the next few days. Looking for a close on Thursday above 1708 to give us a new buy signal for the VIX. From what we're seeing in the pre-market this morning, that's not likely to happen on Thursday. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. Stock index futures are still trading higher. We do have employment numbers coming out at 8:30 this morning that could certainly change the overall tone of the market. Enjoy the rest of your day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Friday morning.
Thank you for watching today's presentation. If you found this video useful, please consider hitting the like button, sharing it, and subscribing to our channel to ensure you never miss a video. We look forward to having you join us for our next daily market update.